And we are back. Just waiting for our buzzer to sound, and then we're going to get back into the action with Berserk versus Pantheon. You've seen them both on the stream today. Pantheon informing us that they have fantastic personalities and they get along great, and most of them are over 30, so I guess maturity comes with age is the alleged moral. Berserk, no shortage of energy, although we did have a player ask to bring a chair onto the court earlier, so maybe I can't speak on behalf of the whole team, but I'm seeing some energy, seeing some smiles. I expect it to be a pretty good game. Have you seen either of these teams before?
Berserk is from Seattle. They're an up-and-coming foam team. They have been giving higher-seeded teams trouble for a while now. So they're definitely right on the bubble there of breaking into being like a well-known, very good team.
And yeah, I was going to say, noticeably no misfits.
Yeah.
No fortune.
Fortune, yeah.
I let my Canada slip for a second there.
Yeah, they're definitely the dedicated Seattle team right now. Like, it seems like they're coming into everything. Pantheon looks like more of I think it's a little bit of a free agent team. Not 100% sure. I mean, just looking at the jerseys, I would assume there's a couple that might not normally play together, but
lots of substitutions I've seen for a lot of these teams for Tucson. Hey, not a lot going in with their full roster, which is always a little bit exciting to play fantasy dodgeball.
Yeah. In the U.S., we definitely don't do, I know in Canada you'll have, like, you play in this provincial tournament, and that's what you're eligible for. In the U.S., in the Premier Tour, you can play at all 6 of the stops, and this is actually the first stop this year, so.
And lucky for me, you guys let Canadians play, so that's lovely.
Yes.
We're still a little xenophobic when it comes to our provincial tournaments, but lots of Canadian tournaments that you can come up for.
Yeah.
In other regards, we do allow Americans in our cloth open.
Interesting.
Yeah. Probably because we need more cloth players in North America. Oh, lovely. You know, that's a very Seattle thing. I have some photos of that exact.
Is that a Dragon Ball Z reference?
I don't know.
I think it was.
I don't know what they're doing.
The, like, fusion thing. Yeah. This is the first round of playoffs. I believe this is the 8 versus the 9 seed.
All right.
So pretty tight in the standings. Should be an interesting match. Winner gets the privilege of playing the 1 seed after this, so that's always fun. Yeah.
Getting some stretches there from Josu on the courts. He actually came up for one of our 2v2 tournaments that Dodgeball Hub hosted, and he got first place.
Nice.
Beat out Shota and Maxime.
Okay.
And WDBF President Dwayne Wazinski as well.
That's a nice little resume.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see how this translates into accolades at the Premier Tour.
Yes. Yeah, Berserk is definitely a team to watch this year if you're going to be tuning into a lot of the tournaments. At Nationals, they gave our team Shred a lot of trouble. Came down to overtime. I know they're giving Fortune and Misfits trouble up in Seattle. So.
Love to hear it.
Court 2, Precision and Elevation. Court 3, Ronin and Atlanta Threat. Court 4, Filthy and Brutes.
We can't see the end of the question. Production.
Please get to your courts quickly. Thank you.
Looks like Dean0849 didn't like that question.
Court 6, no one. Court 7, we've got Fierce versus Just Happy to Be Here. And Court 8, Supernova versus Illusion.
Our fantastic organizers just confirming everybody's on the right courts.
Hex is listed as a ref.
Do we still do the like score predictor thing? Or did we ever do that?
The Twitch odds?
Yeah.
I wasn't today, but I can.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna make a special request for Twitch odds.
Yeah. And so since we're doing that, Megan, what are you feeling for the score of this game?
Who's the higher seed?
I believe Berserk. It's 8-9 though, so there's not a lot of. You're kind of going with your gut anyway.
I know. Just seeing or the odds are in my favor. You know, I have a soft spot for players on both of these teams. So I am also over 30, so I think for that reason, I'm going to go Pantheon.
Okay.
Just so they can prove that we're still capable of things and my body's not decrepit and failing me. What about you?
I will take Berserk so that we
Okay.
have a little rivalry here.
All
on
right,
this
I love it.
commentating. I'm going to go with 4-2, by the way.
4-2. Okay,
Yeah.
we're putting numbers down.
Yeah, no, the scores have been lower for no sting. Games definitely been
Okay.
slower, more catching.
I will say 4-3.
Oh, okay. So we're going to have a good game is what we're both saying. And if we don't, that's production's fault.
Always. Blame Mitch.
30 is not supposed to be old, but the team definitely pointed that out as a fun fact about themselves.
The average age for my province for provincials was 33.
Okay. I think that
That's the fun fact.
that feels, without doing the math, accurate,
Mhm.
like, especially in the U.S. as well.
Yeah, North America. We're seeing some youngins come in.
Yeah.
Less in women's, which is sad, but also gives me hope for my own career in the Olympics someday.
Yeah, I'm definitely past that point. I do love, I love the North America correction on me all the time. It's so funny. Canada's more considerate, and the U.S. is just like, just keep saying U.S. over and over again.
Well, you know, we have a nice discourse here.
Yeah,
And
I'm here to learn.
I appreciate that.
We're doing a really good job killing all this airtime. I think this game would start.
Somewhere there's some beats dropping. I don't know where they're coming from.
Yeah.
It's not enough for the copyright flag on Twitch, so we love that for us.
If I had to guess, my guess is that is Precision. There's a player on that team from Philadelphia that is famous for having a speaker when
Okay.
They
So
play.
that's who we need to come after for our copyright infringements.
and the person I did not name was
Demonetization.
just named in chat. So here we go.
Oh, nice quick rush off of Berserk and a hit. I feel like that almost could have been a pop-up catch. We've got Pantheon on the return, coming up 4 balls, ball advantage. Some great hops on the side of Berserk. I love me a hop into a squat, squat into a hop. I love me young knees, I guess is what I'm saying. Nice hit. And Mitch telling us we might throw some MVPs on this game too, so oh,
Nice
and a
catch.
decisive catch.
It's Justin Thomas out of Long Island.
Justin has been grabbing some amazing catch too. Some great footage at
Yes.
some of the rounds.
Doing a great job on the content.
Yep. So often behind the camera, and he sent me some lovely clips, so guess I owe him something.
Definitely need to shout out the people doing some volunteer work for the community.
Absolutely. And we've got Pantheon up a few bodies here. They've still got their full roster.
Yeah, 2 catches so
And
far.
yeah, the catches are going to help with that for sure. Throw comes in just short. Oh, and just through the fingers of Justin there. Pantheon going up to the line. And a hit in the back. Oh, and just about taking me out on that throw. Let's see if Pantheon can close this. 2 balls, both off to the right. Oh, almost a catch.
Wow, what a turn there.
Oh, and it looks like we got some finger jams. And his whole hand is already taped up, so. What a swing.
2v4. to a 2v1 in a matter of seconds.
Amazing. Maybe I gotta watch this no sting stuff a little bit more. Oh, off the side of the body. Putting some folks into consideration here for Frankie's Red Hot MVP's TM poll coming at the end of this match. That rush is just looking so great off of Berserk. Pantheon on the return.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Choosing that single ball throw off of the 4-ball. Gonna put them in a nice position to potentially take some counters here. Oh, and in the face. Nothing connects.
These balls are famously called no sting, but that is a lie. They definitely sting.
I have heard and I have experienced an Andrew Ketchum throw and hit with a no sting ball, and 0 out of 10 recommend.
Yeah, he doesn't throw that hard though.
A catch and an out, but way to stay committed. That's when you need a teammate to pull you back in. You know, you're just watching him fall out. Not all the time in the world. Pylon again. Real MVP of this tournament. So those pylons not breaking into tiny little pieces.
I like that you call them pylons. Is that specific or?
I don't know. What do you call them? Cones?
I call it a cone, but it's a weird shape, so.
Yeah. I think he's going to throw it. Yep.
Wow. A lot of heat on that throw.
There was, just slightly misplaced.
Even the ball retriever's feeling it and hit an extra 5 feet there.
Oh, man. What a nice catch. All right, yeah, dirty block over there on the side of Pantheon. Let's see if they can turn it around. I need them to get some points on the board here for a bet. Off, there we go.
Looking good.
The boys are listening. All right, and it's a 4-2 in favor of Berserk, coming up to the line. Great fakes. The timing was nice on those two. They're feeling a little bit of remorse for the face there. So I've noticed a little bit of a split in terms of the philosophy on counters, so maybe you can help me out.
Interesting.
If you are even balls, even bodies on defense, a team comes and you've planned a rush counter, and in your rush counter, coming up to attack the other team, one of your teammates is killed. Do you continue with the rush and try to complete the kill, or do you stop as soon as your teammate's taken out?
Is that one of that was
a catch?
Are you implying one of the people that was going to rush with you is killed before they can get off?
Do you still throw your ball?
It's a little hard because the whole point of doing the rush there is that you have 3 people kind of reading the play and making decisions. So taking 30% of that out of there makes it harder. But depending on where the ball was thrown from and what priorities are available to hit, it's definitely, there's a lot of nuance to it. I would say generally, I think teams are going to pause their rush if one of their players gets out. If they know. Sometimes you don't know, and then you go up and rush, and it kind of snowballs your team. So.
Yeah, the importance of communication on the court.
Yes.
I did not think he was going to throw in that direction, so props for a very convincing no-look. Oh. Great heads-up game at the last moment. Saved by the teammates. They're asking for an explanation of what I just said without the math.
Without the math.
So, I mean, this is maybe a good example. We've got 3-on-3, right? So let's see if Pantheon's going to do a rundown after this. They do opt to run down, but if someone in this scenario gets hit, would they still have thrown that ball?
Yes.
Is kind of the question. And we're going to see it potentially play out here again. And there's a rundown, a death, and he followed through on the play.
Yes.
And Frankie would recommend maybe not, as a general rule.
It's tough there, though, because you get a good shot on the corner,
It
but
looked good.
no sting's catchable. You got to really spot it. And sometimes when you run, your feet aren't set. You might not get your best throw, but, I mean, that looked like a hard throw.
It did.
So,
It did. It was
maybe-
just pocket.
yes, maybe just a good play from number 7 on the other side there, or the far side.
Oh, nice. Oh, the catches today. And I think that's, is that Peter? That's been making all those clutch catches over here on the Berserk side, or am I off? No. Let's see. I don't know if I have numbers.
Yeah, the numbers aren't quite matching what we have on the jerseys. From what we can see, it would be number 11 is making a decent amount, and number 7, correct?
Yep,
These
yep.
are the two.
Yep. This is a PSA to wear jerseys with your name on them when you're playing in tournaments if you want the commentators to get your names correct.
Don't you love when people are on like national teams and they go and trade 1 million jerseys and they just wear all of their other country jerseys?
I feel personally attacked, but yes. There is a little bit, I don't know if you get it in the States too, but in Canada there's a little bit of this perception from a lot of players that wearing your own Team Canada jersey is quite cocky.
Yes, I don't see people wear their national team jerseys like their own when they play very often, but definitely the ones they traded. They'll be like, "Oh, look at this cool Netherlands jersey. It's orange." Like, okay, your team wears blue.
I mean, the Netherlands ones, they stood out.
Yeah.
They were highlighter orange. No casualties off of the rush there. I think we're missing a point on our scoreboard, but I think the folks at home are probably seeing it correct.
Another great catch there in the middle.
And our production staff of 1 is going to go update that score for us. Thank you for your service, Mitchell. Berserk coming up to the line.
Wow.
Oh, just sucks it in. I think the biggest flex on a catch is doing nothing at all, but maybe that's just me.
Sometimes
Almost
it's fun to, throw it up in the air a little bit. Or
Is that still against the rules on the world stage? It was for a while.
I mean, that's got to be a blue card, right?
I know you can't spike them.
Yeah.
All right, we got some support here for Berserk. Shot and a miss.
I think we might see some of the running counters you were talking about here from Berserk.
Let's see how it plays out. Oh, that was a good opportunity for 1 for sure.
Wow, that block was...
That was something.
Wow.
That's some movement on it.
Can't believe he held the ball.
And doing, like a fairly common move there, which is when your lockup throws, not necessarily taking them out, but taking out the threat with a ball.
Yes.
That's another good way to protect yourself.
Looking for someone who plants their
counters.
feet, you know.
And another phenomenal catch.
1, 2, 3.
Good hits.
Yeah, Pantheon's really been controlling the pace of the game this match. Berserk's trying to run at them, but they're kind of stepping into it.
Are we down to a 1v here? Yeah. 1v6. Ooh, a double tap. Just in case. And a line out.
Wow.
Anticlimactic.
Heck of a way to go. You had a great dodge there. Two great hits on one person.
Sometimes the line is the MVP. got a note about the scoreboard maybe not showing up correctly on the stream. That should be, let us know if that looks updated on your end. It looks good on us now. We should have a 1-1 here. 3-1?
I think it's 3-1.
Okay,
Yeah,
we'll get that
3-1
updated for you.
Berserk, I believe. Looks like we might have predicted the over-under pretty well.
Yeah,
At
go
6, you at
us.
7 total.
Okay, we'll get that updated, and that should be good to go for you here momentarily.
Thank you, Claire.
We do have a little bit of a tricky. Oh, a wonderful catch. A little bit of a tricky quirk with the clock where it changes the teams at half. But as we're not playing with a halftime here, sometimes those scores just get recorded on the wrong team. So thanks to those in the chat giving us a little bit of a heads up. Throw and a miss. Returned in kind. Pantheon coming up to the line. If he would have had hair, that would have hit him. Doesn't get much tighter than that. And just the hops. Absolutely incredible. Pantheon on the return. Throw goes wide. And Berserk is going to be coming up to retaliate right between two targets. 4-ball play. No, 3-ball play. It's going to be Berserk with 4 balls here. Let's see if they throw 1 or 2. Single throw and a hit.
Oh, and a nice follow throw.
Placed. And just barely turfs that one. Oh, but off the chest. Nice follow up. So often teams think the play is over as soon as the first ball is thrown, and it can be so clutch to just take that trail or that second hit.
Pantheon's definitely bringing these games back now. We might get a really tight game at the end there. Do have to be a little conscious of the clock. About 4.5 minutes left, so they do need to win 1 more game before time expires. But in this 5v2, looking like that should be possible.
They just have to hope for no more catches.
All right, we got our red hot player of the match up there to vote on.
Tell us who you think the player of the match should be. We've got 4 options there. All chosen by Frankie himself, so. If you disagree, roast him in the comments. Opting instead for patience rather than taking that rundown, but still taking that shot. Oh, and a whistle. Whistle for what? Perhaps an accidental whistle. Oh, almost pulled my favorite move. Are you a throw into the huddle kind of guy?
No, absolutely not.
I love me a good huddle throw, but I'm trying. I'm trying to show restraint. You can only have one of those players on a team.
Especially not when I'm by myself and I don't want them to team throw extra balls at me.
That's fair, that's fair. Not necessarily in a 1v, but yeah. Oh! Was that a disarm at the end? I didn't quite have the angle on it.
Looked like it also hit him as
Okay,
well. So
hit and a disarm. Nice.
maybe on the arm.
All right, the game is tight.
3-2.
Our over-unders.
We're both in play. I called a 4-2 Berserk. You called a 4-3.
4-3,
Pantheon.
yeah.
which honestly, I think those are almost the only 2 winning options now at
Yep.
this time. Pantheon ties and takes the lead and wins, or Berserk closes. Wow.
Good spot. Just missed. Oh, no, it did skim him. All right. I have some massive humans in front of me, so I don't always have the best angle. All right, we're down to 2 minutes. Pantheon coming up. 2 throws, 2 just narrow misses. Those are well placed. I don't hate a multiple target throw in Pantheon's position, trying to close it out sooner. That is a big loss. He was one of their better catchers for sure this match.
It's tough losing your corner in a must-win game.
Yep.
Your starting corner.
All right, 4-ball play. At this point, I'd say you need bodies. I would be going for 2 targets. They did throw 2 balls, but 1 target and a nice retaliatory shot there.
They will be able to try to tie it if it does go to no block, so don't have to rush too much, but 3v6 is not an advantageous position.
You know what? Valid. Yes, that no block is always an option as well.
Wow.
They're really favoring that sort of, I guess from our position, like 4-3 from their position 3-4.
Yeah.
Sort of spot. And just not quite connecting. I'd like to see them switch up some targets. No catches, and somehow the GoPro adjacent to us on the 10-foot tripod stays in the air.
Gonna need the last player on Pantheon to stay in to no block to get my score correct if Berserk were able to close this.
15 seconds to go.
Berserk definitely not in a rush here to get this last out.
Oh, so close, down to the wire.
So now we'll see if they'll elect to play the no block point or not.
Just for fun. Do we both lose?
We're
both gonna lose.
We both lose if they play this, but we're very close. I think we set the odds well. Production should definitely put in a word to our financial team.
Yeah.
Maybe some raises here for Megan and I.
That would be.
Oh,
Is production a dirty word? Is that what
Yeah.
we're hearing? Well, that's what you are, Mitch. So,
I didn't even know we were allowed to say the actual name.
you know, they call them out on the chat.
True, they know. You're on Dodgeball Live. You know where we are. You know who this is.
.live.
Dot Live.
.live. The
Sorry.
dot is not purely for the URL. It is part of the name.
Production, please do not tell that to our financial team.
We can call you stage manager if you prefer. So we are going to be playing this this no block.
Should be a fun last point. The
Yeah.
pylon there taken out, but not broken.
At this point, in order for me to win by you losing the bet, I would need them to lose Pantheon.
Yeah, I think no matter what, we're not going to get it perfect, but I'm still impressed. We set good odds.
Yeah, you know what? I'm impressed with us. It's always interesting to see how teams in no blocks, amazing catch, teams in no blocks that just don't matter anymore can sometimes just turn it on.
Yeah.
When it's all about fun, all of a sudden it's lights out. Another great catch. Good movement and a follow-up throw. We were talking earlier about teasing out that catching in the dodgeball meta, and I would have to say these are 2 teams that does not apply to. We are down to 4-4? We're even players, I think. We've got some Ball retrievers taking up some real estate in front of me. Nice hit. Good attempt at a follow-up. Nice job staying in line. Oh, spoke too soon.
I'm so dead.
And this no block point here is, of course, untimed because we're in playoffs, not round robin. Wow.
And then there was one. Triple catch. Just off the shoulder. So that's going to put Berserk at a 5-2 victory. Tight game.
7 total points. Congrats.
We're
Picking
going
the winner.
total points.
Congrats. We both win. That's good.
Everybody wins.
Everyone wins.
Do we have the results for our MVP?
Yeah, it was the
It looks like our MVP this match was
Oh, it says brought to you by BC Dodgeball.
Yeah, well, free shout out to VC Dodgeball. Not a sponsor of this tournament, but a sponsor of many Dodgeball.live tournaments.
looks like it was number 7 Neo Wungere. That was I think he was playing corner on Berserk
Yes.
there. A lot of great catches,
Yep.
a lot of great throws. I think he was part of that turnaround point, that 2v4.
Yep.
Believe so. If I'm wrong, please don't clip it and post it.
Burn the archives,
Yes.
Mitch, if we are wrong. All right, so up next, I believe we have our quarterfinal. I'm not sure the scores have been submitted yet, so we might not know who's playing just yet, but we'll be back. Yeah, it hasn't been submitted yet, so you know what? As soon as we know, we'll come back for you guys.
Talk to you soon.